did you think Arrington made his performance was to make the league?
He played very well. He was under control of himself, ran the ball well, played physical, played tough, made some good reads. His first completion of his career, rolling to the left and making that throw, was one of the throw a lot of quarterbacks wouldn't be able to make. Last play of the game, he put the ball in the position where a play could have been made. So I was very happy with the way he plays, what I expect of him. And him and AJ go in, there is not one extra ounce of stress in my life. They give us the exact same thing B. Lou gives us on the field in a different way. But at no point am I concerned if they are in the game, if they have to go in the game, or if we choose to put them in the game.
What's the biggest growth you've seen from him since he's been in the program?
Coach Mitch has done a great job. So part of the reason B. Lou is the number one guy is due to his experience. And AJ and Arrington are growing immensely in that area. Never once did you hear me say anything about a skill set, that B. Lou's got a better skill set than those two, or anything like that. They got equal skill sets across the board, those three guys, and they're very good skill sets. Coach Mitch has done a tremendous job with them, growing them into playing the quarterback position as opposed to running the plays that we call. And then they both have a great grasp of the offense. They both have a great grasp of who they are right now in their careers. And to me, that's been the biggest step of those two guys, is understanding the offense, knowing the offense inside out, but more importantly, understanding the game of football from the way a quarterback needs to see it.
With Bailey, he's obviously gutting it out in the last game through the injury. Is that, first of all, what's that like to watch him just doing everything he can, and also is that affecting how you're calling the game, knowing that he's not?
No, it's not affecting how I'm calling the game. B. Lou went 29 to 34 for 300 some yards passing, so it doesn't affect how I call the game. When we ran zone reads, he was able to pull it and get 10, 12 yards a pop. We had some protection breakdowns, which was unfortunate, of course, but it does not affect the way I call the game. What affects the way I call the game is what the defense is doing and what we can take advantage of. In that situation on Friday night, I felt we could take advantage of the pass, and the amount of yards we threw for is proof of that. So I thought we could attack their secondary. I thought they were stacking the box and trying to keep B. Lou in there. So let's drop back and spin the ball like we did. We were playing a little bit of catch-up, which helped that, which also affected some of the play calling. But my play call was not changed on his health or anything else. When you have a starter who is banged up, there is a percentage in your mind as a decision maker as to what is that percentage that he is, that the backups are better than him at, and better for the team. Previous year, that was a pretty low percentage. Okay, this year is not a very low percentage whatsoever. If B. Lou is not able to do what B. Lou can do, it's not a very low percentage until Arrington and AJ become better for the football team than he did. Okay, and there's a couple of situations where I knew what I was going to do with the play call, so Arrington went in and successfully did what he needed to do for that play call in that situation.
Coach, how do you monitor, like, a player like Lewis? He obviously is going to gut through as much as he can. How do you monitor with him? Is like when too much for him is too much in terms of?
Well, to me, it's his play. Again, just what I was kind of saying right there. It's his play affecting my play calling. Am I not calling plays because of B. Lou's health? Okay? There's a play I wanted to call that I wasn't sure of, so get Arrington in the game. No different than there's a play we want to run I'm not sure of. Get Greg in the game instead of Sutton. Get Frank in the game instead of those two. Make sure Ted's at this spot in the receiver. That's all part of it. So when you have three quarterbacks who are equal skill set, equal talent level, a little different than each other, you know what I mean? But equal scouting, and it gets to that point. So there's a play I wanted to call that I thought Arrington could run better than B. Lou. So we put Arrington in and went for a 21-yard touchdown. You know what I mean? So that's what it becomes, and he can tough through it all he wants. And I got to make that decision on, is he hurting the team by being in there? Okay, the percentage of his health to Arrington and AJ helping the program out more is not very low. Okay, but at no point Friday night did I say we're in this situation and not playing well because of what B. Lou's doing. 29 to 34. You know what I mean? 300 plus yards passing. That's what we need to do against those guys. We snuck in a couple quarterbacks runs on them when they weren't expecting it. Okay, but with what they were doing and what we needed to do in that game, it was It was a stand in the pocket, spin the game, which is what we did, and got damn close to it.
With Arrington and AJ, how much every week is how well they practice, and how much is the game plan of the defense for the opposing team?
It's the situation that we're in that game. Okay, I felt you're gonna go back to the UAB game. We were trailing, so that was gonna be a stand in the pocket and spin the game around. I thought with what Tulane was doing, they were generating a pass rush. I thought having a little bit more of an athletic quarterback there was better for us, and then you could sneak a QB run in there at times. So to me, that's why that situation went on. Arrington was playing well. His percentage as to him not playing well and AJ going in the game is equal. So that was a decision made on Friday night. Was the first time Arrington went in, there was a play I wanted to run. I didn't think B could run it as well as Arrington did, so we put Arrington in. We went to the house. And then after that, at that point of the game, I felt we were going to maybe need a little more run-around athlete back there to get himself out of some stuff. Then, AJ, who's a very good athlete, but not the same as Arrington.
Coach Rivers mentioned after a couple of games that teams are blitzing you more than they've shown on film.
Yeah.
Is it something where you start to expect that just going?
Yeah, I mean, we're always ready for it. You're ready for everything. You sit there Wednesday night and I try and get inside that DC's head on what he's going to do. Teams are blitzing us. Talking to some people, there's reasons why they're blitzing us. I have my own theory as to why they're blitzing us a little bit more. But, yeah, you got to be ready for it. You got to be ready for this week. You got to be ready for a blitz. You got to be ready for a drop 8 because they do both. So what do they want to do? It's too early in the week for me to sit back and have a concrete answer for that for myself. But then, no matter what I feel, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 o'clock Eastern time, we'll figure out what the hell they're doing and adjust from that point.
What's the theory on whether
That's for me, my man.
Do you think, specifically for this game, obviously the crowd situation at Rice was much different than what you're going to see in ECU. Do you think the communication in terms of at the line is going to be even more important in terms of false starts?
Yeah, something we stress. God, dude, Mama Crans would not have been happy if I finished that sentence right there. Yeah, self-inflicted wounds are hurting us big time. We had 16 drive killers on Friday night. We had 11 drives and 16 drive killers. We had a turnover, we had 6 sacks, we had 5 penalties, and we had 4 negative plays. Okay, that's unacceptable on our side. That's what I refer to as self-inflicted wounds that we're bringing up. Okay, so that's something we're taking a lot of attention to out at practice. The music got pumped up today. I'm sure the neighbors weren't excited about that. But the music got pumped up today. The communication from the defense, what we're doing with the scout team defense, and what we feel teams are doing to us out there on the field, got jacked up today. So we're making that a humongous focus because, got a whole lot of 3rd and 22 calls that are going to work for you.